Final day Sebring 2017. We've watched everything from the best and brightest of the LSA community and a bit of GA and sport aviation thrown in to FPV racing. This is a new adjunct to this event. There's a lot of folks from the general and sport aviation community walking around scratching their heads and don't know what's going on. So tell me, what is going on?
Well, you got about 110 of the fastest pilots around, and we are here competing for, I think, a $20,000 prize pool, so everybody wants that shot at the number one position.
Run us through the basics. What is comprised right now in current racing, and keeping in mind that a couple of weeks from now that could all change?
So basically you have a quad like this, and they do about 80 miles an hour, and we fly through the goggles, FPV goggles. 8 people flying at one time, and we just go crazy, and the first guy across the line wins.
Now you have a number of gate posts to clear, sometimes not clear, and tasks and a specific course to fly. But all this happens in a minute or so, correct?
Yeah, so the flight time here is 2 minutes for the qualifier, and then I think they're going to go down to 4 laps. It's about 20 seconds a lap.
So somebody looking at this going, wow, this is cool, I got to try this. I'm going to run down to the hobby shop and be an instant expert tomorrow. What's the reality?
This organization is called MultiGP, and it's multigp.com. For a new person that wants to get in, they simply go to multigp.com, they put in their zip code, and it will give you a race organization near you. You go to that race organization instead of the local hobby shop, and you get with the racers there, and they'll show you the ins and outs, everything else. They might send you to the hobby shop, they might send you online, but they're going to get you set up with the best gear that's good for you to get you start racing.
How long does it take somebody to be quasi-competent in a competitive environment?
It takes a month or two to get up to speed, and the younger guys obviously tend to do a little bit better than the older guys learning. So we see young guys go from nothing to being competitive in 3 months with good practice and stuff like that. So and it can take up to 6 months for other people to get up top, and then you just work your way up from there.
Can you run me through a gear list? What would be necessary to be competitive, what they're going to require in the way of equipment, and then, of course, how to operate that equipment?
So as far as equipment, you have, of course, the quad. You have a radio for the quad. You have your goggles, and you have like a battery charger. So all that stuff can start out maybe $600 in the cheap end and $1,000 on the upper end. And if you add a second quad, you're up to $1,300, $1,400. With 2 quads and all the rest of the gear, you're ready to be competitive. So it's not too bad.
How big do you see this getting? We're watching now ESPN and Disney and a couple other channels picking this up, so it's obvious that people are beginning to pay attention. But there's this little bit hint in the background that says this could be really big.
So yeah, they're working on it. We've got, I know the DRL, we've got DR1, this stuff coming on professional sports. So right now it's kind of, I think it's on the bubble of either the DRL and ESPN, they're going to make it or they're not. Because what we have is MultiGP is the hobby side of it, and they're trying to push to be professional. We all the dream of all the pilots is to be a professional pilot, and just do that. So.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing a little bit more of this afternoon. We wish you the best of luck, and don't hit anything.
Okay, I'll try not to.
Aero-TV is brought to you by...
The dream is real, a truly affordable personal jet aircraft. The Subsonics Personal Jet Kit is priced at only $42,000. Kit plus engine is still under $100K. Add instruments, upholstery, and paint and you're flying. It's time to put your money where your bucket list is. Learn more at sonicsaircraft.com.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.